Libra, welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 16th through to the 22nd of April. Thank you very much for being here. Yes, we're going to be going into your chakras, your aura, and also doing a tarot reading at the end of it, which we will be clarifying. Thank you very much, and I do hope you have a lovely reading. So, without further ado, let's just get straight into your chakras. Okay, lovely. There's movement on your root chakra. Now, you're the only sign to see this movement. It's very solid. It's really large as well. Your root chakra. So you're putting into place fundamental things which are going to be the bedrock for your future. Keep you grounded. Keep you focused on life. But as I say, there is a bit of movement. It could be a case where there is certain things still to deal with, still to be put into place, basically, at the moment. That's what it feels like. It's almost like decisions that are being made at the moment, or played with, because you're moving fully into your summer period, which would be really good. It should be very vibrant for you. Let's just see what's going on in your sacrum as well. So your sacrum is your fundamental desires. It's concentrating on relationships. It could be a case of looking for a new relationship around you at the moment. Let's just see how it's sort of... Yeah, it's quite focused, but it's not obsessive. And it's quite focused on your fundamental desires. And this is how I want things. Or not necessarily how I want things. This is what I want. And it seems to be coming very crystal clear in this week. And that could be that play that we find in the root chakra as well. It's not 100% defined at the moment. And it could be saying, I want a relationship. In this sort of kind of, what sort of relationship? Sort of family relationship, friend relationship, sort of partner relationship. That's the sort of thing. It's not quite defined yet. It's not very far away, and it could well be this week that it is going to be defined. Let's just see what's going on your solar plexus. Solar plexus. So this is, you're concentrating on the forward path. You don't want to get diverted from anything. It's like you've got a bee in your bonnet sort of saying, this is the direction that I am taking. This is the direction that I want. This is what I'm going to put my passions into. This is what I'm going to put, my courage into, my conviction into. And it seems to be pretty straightforward for you. It's not very diverse. It's a very clear sort of passion within your life. I think this comes out more on the material side than on the relationship side, to be honest. And it's feathering your nest at the moment. That's what your solar plexus is concentrating on. Let's just see what's going on in the heart chakra. Well, the heart chakra is wide open here. It could be a case of connecting with everybody around you, in the sense of, being very friendly to everybody that is around you, even the people that you don't really know that well. But it's also a way of protection, being friendly with everybody and keeping everybody at a good distance from you. It could well be that you've had complications in the heart department, emotional heart department in the past, and it's just a case of kind of saying, I don't want to get involved, don't want to be involved, just keep everything at our hearts, at an arm's length. Very, very nice. There's not any nastiness in this at all. I don't feel any sadness either. But it's just a case of connecting with people, but in a very disconnected or distance sort of way. Keeping an honest distance. It could well be a 9 of Wands scenario of healthy boundaries and stuff like that. But whatever it is, it's your heart is very, very open at the moment. And it's obviously you might well be looking for that spark that's coming on. And I think you're going to be concentrating mainly on your financial sort of side or your material side of life. Let's just see what's going on your third eye and your throat chakra. Okay, so there is quite a lot of there's a lot of mental activity going on here. There's a lot of overthinking things, and when you overthink things, you know, you run off in a direction sometimes that is completely disconnected to reality, and you cause yourself harm. And maybe this is what the solar plexus is all about, of getting things really homed in so you don't run off in different directions, and concentrating on your materialized side of life, your job, your business and your project, you know, will help you do that. There's no doubt about it. It could also be sort of over analyzing situations and emotions and relationships that are around you, which is not a good place to do your emotions. That is where you do your emotions. That is where you do your emotions. And that is not where you do your emotions. Not a good idea, Libra. But yeah, there is overthinking, and that's putting everything else. It's almost it's almost like making everything else invalid. All the good stuff you've got going on here is almost sort of being wiped out because you're overthinking things. And I know you do this, Libra, and I've got lots of Librans around me. And I love Librans. They're absolutely amazing, very artistic, very funny, humorous, got a great sense of humour, and, you know, really on the ball and everything like that. Absolutely brilliant. But you can shoot yourselves in the foot. And I hope that's not the case. We'll see that in the tarot reading. Let's just have a look what's going on in your crown chakra. So this crown chakra is really starting to largen. It's obviously there's a consciousness that is building up within you. It's not quite there to overflow in the rest of your chakras and give this sort of overall general sort of consciousness connection with everything, but it's definitely building. There's no doubt about it. And I think this could be this whole repositioning of your heart, basically. That's what it could be for you. Let's just see what's going on. But apart from that, it seems very nice. It doesn't seem to be overladen. It's very sort of clear for you. There's enough air in there as well, which is that mental energy as well, which you are very, very good at. But that is a double-edged sword. That mental side can be very sort of cutting for you, as much as it can be very liberating. So, yeah, just be wary of that double-edged sword, basically. Let's just have a look at what's going on in your aura. So this is the midsection, which seems to be coming out in the middle of this week, which I talked about in the mid-April reading, and also in the monthly reading, which you will find on our channel. Absolutely amazing. I think the title was "This Message Needs to Be Heard." That's, you know, or now is the time to activate, to manifest. So let's just see, create our manifestations. Let's just see what's going on here. It's certainly playing upon you, and I'm worried that you're going to be caught in a doorway where you kind of go, should I go through? Should I not? Should I go? Should I not? Should I go? Should I not? Oh no, the door's closed. That sort of scenario. Because sometimes making decisions for you, Libra. Did I call you Aries earlier on? I hope not. But you know, this decision making for you, Libra, can be difficult, and sometimes it takes too long for you. You seem to have worked it all out, and then worked out another possibility which counteracts the first possibility, and before you know it, you're caught between two things. So I'd be a little bit wary of that at the moment, and wouldn't take on board the complications or the difficulty that is the changing logic of the outside world, which no longer stacks up in our new paradigm. Let's just see what's going on at the end of your chakra, or your aura, sorry. There is also something coming in that's affecting you at the end of the week as well. I think this maybe could to do with your reticence within your heart chakra, and it being open to everything, but not being convicted about having conviction about one thing. Yeah, I think there's something that's coming at the end of the week from the outside world that may give you, that may affect your being or your spirit or your energies. Something that will need to be dealt with. I'm not sure you're going to be able to deal with it straight away. This could have something to do with the solar eclipse. I will be doing a solar eclipse reading collective on Sunday, and you'll get your individual solar eclipse reading coming out on Wednesday as well. So it'd be interesting to see if that sort of plays in it, because that comes out on, I think the solar eclipse is on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, but you will see. But yeah, that's that's the sort of thing that's going on in your aura. Let's just see where it's playing into. It's playing into your root chakra, so trying to create those sort of foundations for you, making things crystal clear, getting you really grounded and rooted in what you're doing, basically. So there you go. Thank you very much for being with us, Libra. We're going to pull some cards for you, and then we're going to do a bit of clarification. As per usual, overall energies, karmic message, influence from the universe, influence from the guides upon your karmic message, influence from the conversation of your guides within you, and the overall outcome, relationship side, material side. Okay, so let's just have a quick look here and see what's going on with your overall energy. It's stepping through the new paradigm. I think this is the realization you're doing here. It may be a case that you've made a decision that you're not convinced about, and the overall energy here is sort of saying, no, you've got to move through that door, you've got to go through that portal. It could also be, for some of you, the overall energy here could be about marriage and connecting with people, finding that true love, moving in with that person. That could well be it. But it is the overall energy here, and I think this is where it's like encouraging you to sort of saying, it's like, I don't know if you've ever been around a lot of sheep at some time. Not saying you're a sheep or anything, but it's waiting for that first sheep to go through the gate. And once the first sheep goes through the gate, everything sort of floods through. And this is what it's sort of saying here to you. You've got to go through. You've got to go through. That's what it appears to be like. Emperor, so to own your situation within your heart chakra, within your relationships, within your heart's desires as well. The Emperor has also conquered every aspect of themselves, their dark side or their shadow side, if you like, as much as their light side, and has authority over their being, as it were. And now you have authority over your being. What are you going to do with it? Let's just see how the universe is sort of encouraging you here. The Temperance card, so patience, but patience is also patience is a part of enactment as well. It's waiting to enact. It's like a lion that's waiting in the long grass. That's been there, being patient there, but all of a sudden they've got to act. And this is what it's sort of saying here. The universe is sort of saying patience is one thing, but at some point you're going to have to take action within your relationships that are around you. It's a new cycle. The guides, this is really a beautiful reading, actually. This is to do with your heart chakra as well. The world, the new cycle, sort of the abundance of everything that the world can offer you as well. And this is where your guides are trying to influence you. This is also sort of saying you've come into this new cycle. You've got to go through that portal and you've got to own it. And when you do own it, be patient with the world around you. They don't work as quickly as you mentally. And that's what that card could be all about. And look at that. The Six of Wands. Once you start owning it, you will receive it. Victory is yours. Rightful position is yours in this new paradigm. But you do have to go through the door. At some point, you have to live it. At some point, you have to go and get it. It's not going to just come to you, as it were. And everything is pushing you in that way. It almost seems like there's a mission to be had here, Libra. There is a mission to be had. And it's almost as if like the whole universe is asking you to just go ahead and do it. Whatever it is within your relationships, and this could be with your family, this could be with your friends, your community, this could be with your partner, but whatever it is, just go ahead and do it. Go ahead and live it. You don't live twice in that respect. You know, this experience is this experience. Next time round is a totally different experience. Enjoy this experience. Explore this experience to its full capacity. On your financial side, this is the Two of Cups. Obviously, if it was on this side here, it would all be about love and stuff like that. But here, I think it's also channeling or connecting your higher self with you and doing, being morally sort of good or bound within your material world. Don't just sort of like, you know, accept things because that's, you know, accept things because there's financial reward. Accept it as well because it's a good vibration, because it's a good, it equates to your higher self as well. Yeah, having courage, having quelling those doubts that are within you, totally quelling those doubts within you, and you know, manifesting your future by sort of having that sort of courageous aspect in you of actually going ahead and doing it. And I think you do have that within your solar plexus. There is no doubt about it. Oh, well, that was a real shot out of the blue, that, wasn't it, really? This is from your guides here. So it's a tower moment. I think this is what's happening in the midweek that you might have difficulty in assimilating with the changing logic in the world that is around you. And this tower moment here is almost like the guides here is, what I'm getting is kind of going, this is an opportunity. This is a possibility here. When the world goes to hell and high water around you, all of a sudden that makes a lot of space in order for people to do things. And this is what it's saying here, is getting rid of old belief systems of shooting yourself down and start believing in yourself. I think that's really important. And when you do that, you're going to be in a really good place. You know, look at this. We got the World, we got the Temperance, we got the Emperor, we've got the Strength card, we've got the Tower. Major Arcana reading here, and then we've got just Wands out the front. And this is what the solar plexus is passionately driving you on. The Page of Wands is trying out things, seeing how you put your passions into life and seeing what results that brings. It's a trial and error sort of scenario, and I think you will do very well in order to do that. And this is the encouraging sort of conversation that is within you. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing in your favor if you step through this portal, Libra. And that's the only worry I have, that your mental side, your third eye, your logic, which can overrun things at the moment, may hold you back and stop you from going through that portal. You know, it's the end of the repeating nightmare, apparently, for you. If you just step through that portal, go ahead and live it. It's a little bit like throwing caution to the wind, but I don't think it's that. Seeing all these beautiful sort of major arcana cards with you, it's very, very powerful reading, really. Very strong position to be taken by you. Let's just do a bit of clarification here. Let's just see what's going on. So you've got the King of Wands. As I said, the King of Wands taking on that staff like the Page of Wands, like the Six of Wands there. Nothing but passion here that's coming from inside you and is going out and is encouraging that passion that is within you. It is going to provide for you beautiful opportunities going forward. The Emperor, seeing things in a different light. Standing in your power will allow you to do that. Knowing yourself will allow you to do that. Because all of a sudden you'll be able to see every different angle within you. And how do you apply that angle in this going well? This is a message you should be listening to. Once you sort of know yourself and know that there's, you're like a Swiss Army knife, like you've got more than sort of one bow to your arc, as it were. and using different bows in different scenarios and different situations will have you will allow you to have complete and utter control over the situation. You've got the Four of Wands again. There's nothing but major arcana and wands here. Yeah, that we do have this one solitary cup here. But everything else is all to do with wands. It's passion, and that passion is coming from within inside you, as I said earlier on. That solar plexus. What's going on in the world? The Page of Wands, which we got over there. It's reiterating on both sides. It's almost as if like your relationship side and your material side are working in harmony, in cahoots, to try and get you to where you should be going. Death and rebirth, this new cycle, this stepping into the power of who you are, will give you victories and a rightful position and rightful place to have. And this death and rebirth within your relationships, it looks really nice to for your relationships. Either it's a situation where you're going to see things differently according to your relationships, which is going to spark an idea or passion within you that's going to allow you to sort of open up your passions to the outside world. And that victory, that death and rebirth, could really be the start of something very good for you. Could be a new relationship, or could be a renewal of your couple that you're in at the moment. But whatever it is, it's owning yourself, which is going to be the catalyst for this going future. Let's just see what's going on with the Two of Cups. It's the Two of Swords. This is the only sword card that we have at this present time. It is, and it comes on the Two of Cups. No surprise there, is it? Two of Cups is reaching and collecting into your higher self. Sometimes it may be a bit of a difficult decision to make. Sometimes if someone turned around to you and said, look, here's $20 million, but you've just got to sell your soul, I'm not sure you'd do it. I certainly wouldn't do it. I kind of go, well, you know, $1 million, probably not worth it, actually. Try 20 billion, you know, that sort of thing. It's a difficult decision to make. And I think this is accordance to that Tower moment as well. It's going to ask you really to sort of get in tune with your higher self, basically. Let's see what's going on the Strength card. We've got the Emperor again. The Emperor twice and the King of Wands here. You're really stepping into your power. You've got some serious determination going on within you. Absolutely brilliant, really. It's putting pay to any doubts I might have had about you shooting yourself in the foot here. Let's see what's going on here with the Tower moment. Seven of Pentacles. It's nurturing the new position, this new belief system, this new way of doing things within the material world, the new logic, this logical revolution. It's nurturing that side of life and nurturing your future, basically. And it does come out of a Tower moment. And then we got the Wheel of Fortune again on the Page of Wands, getting into your passions and exploring your passions in this new cycle. This Wheel of Fortune is really going to change in your favor. Absolutely brilliant, Libra. Absolutely brilliant. Let's just see what the outcome is with this. The Ten of Pentacles. You probably couldn't get better for a clarification on the Wheel of Fortune. Abundance, security, financial rewards, security within your relationships, harmony within your sort of family. There's everything going on there. It's so good to see for you, Libra. I love the idea that it's almost come back and bit me on the nose about sort of you shooting yourself in the foot. Because looking at these cards here, there's no way this is going to happen. You have got a lot of determination within you, and you should go ahead and do it. Life is for living, so live it, Libra. We have those collective reading coming out on Sunday for the eclipse, and also your individual reading coming out on Wednesday. I thank you very much for being here and being part of the Astroflower family. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.